Okay, right back at you, the second video on solving x on both sides of the equation. In this problem, you should pause it and read the problem to yourself. That's right, pause it, wait. Okay, you're back now. So, you've read the problem, and what are some of the key things when you read this problem? What's coming to mind for you, Mr. Howland?
Whenever I have a word problem, actually, I try to visualize what's going on, and I might even ask you to do a little drawing if you can. Because it says, this cooking club's made some pies to sell during lunch. Well, so there's a bunch of pies.
There are a bunch of pies.
That's kind of how we're starting out.
All
Do we have enough room to make?
Let me add a page, and I'll put pies over here.
All right.
I got pies.
Okay, pile of pies. Nice.
Lots of pies.
And then it says what? It says, then the cafeteria helped by donating 4 pies to the club. So I can imagine that now there's more pies being added to the pile. So make another pile of pies here. But we know there's a number of those. That's exactly 4.
Right. So this is the 4 pies from the cafeteria.
Yeah.
These are, I keep going the wrong way. These are the mystery pies.
So you could write a 4 here next to this one. That one we don't know, that amount over there. Okay, this we do know, that's 4. Great. That's our next part. Each pie was then cut into 4 pieces and sold. Okay, so then the next thing happens is all of those pies get chopped up into 4 pieces each, right?
Yep.
Okay. So those, we know how many pieces we get, and then those all get chopped up, but we don't know how many pieces are resulting from that exactly. And then the last bit is then there were 56 pieces to sell. Okay. So that means that after chopping up all that, right?
Yep.
There were 56 pieces of pie ready to sell.
So when I take all this plus all this, I have 56
slices right, exactly. If you
pie.
Counted up all those little slices.
Yeah. I make my pie piece. All right, I have 56 of these lovely pie pieces.
Okay, cool. That looks great.
Right.
Beautiful.
So what's the question asking us?
Then it says, how many pies did the club make? Now, where was that in our picture? How many pies did the club make?
Well, if I go back to here, these were the unknown number of pies. I didn't know how many pies these were.
Right? That was the first sentence, I think, in the question, was it?
It was.
The cooking club made some pies.
Some
pies. Some pies.
Some pies.
That's a good... And you know what? I always think that now we know really what variable we want to use here. Because that's an unknown quantity. It's some pies we don't know, and we actually need that in order to figure out how many total pieces there were. So I bet if we need to use a variable, I would call this number of pies X.
Can I make it P because I like pies?
Sure.
P for pies?
Sure.
P. And so we're going to say let P represent number of pies. Okay, so this is, I'm looking for P. I got P. Now what do I have to do?
Well, then they were talking about, well, then we added some pieces over there, right? Some whole pies. Right, 4 whole pies were added. Okay. And then the next part of the question was like everything gets chopped into 4 pieces, right?
4 pieces.
So I'm wondering, does that have to go into our equation somehow?
For sure.
Okay. I know that actually because the 56, those aren't pies right there.
Right, they're pieces.
Those are pieces of pies. So we actually have a unit problem right now. Here we're on the left side, we're counting pies.
And this is pies, and this is...
On the right side of our equation is pieces.
Right, this is incorrect because this is pieces, so I can't actually say that. I want to make this side pieces as well.
Right, and we do that by chopping each into 4. So 1 pie turns into 4, and you can multiply, I think, right?
So I'm going to multiply everything, each of these pies, by 4.
Okay.
So now these are no longer pies, but pieces.
All right.
So I got 4p plus 4 quantity equals 56.
Okay.
Sweet. I'm going to finish the algebra on this side.
Okay. So I think, was this, did they ask us to write an equation for this one? No. Okay. But if they did, would this be good enough for...
Oh, yeah. This is be good. And you know what? I know what's coming ahead. They will always ask for an equation.
Right. Okay.
Whoever wrote this problem probably missed it.
Maybe.
Whoever that might be. All right. So now it's all just a matter of solving it. And similarly, we just can distribute the 4.
Okay.
So it's 4p plus 16 is 56. Subtract the 16, which will give me 40. Divide by the 4, which will give me 10.
All right.
And so my p is 10.
That's the number of pies that the bake club baked.
Exactly. And similarly, we can do that with a sketch. If I go back to Desmos, I know the one side of the equation is y equals 56, and y equals 4x plus 4. Uh-oh, where is it? I only see one line.
There's only one line. Oh, wait. We're supposed to like make two. We're supposed to take one side of the equation and the other side of the equation. We have that, right?
Right.
We
have 56.
That's y equals 56.
Right. So, there it is up here. I have to make sure I'm high enough to see it, and I can just zoom in.
The
and out
y
of
was
my
so
graph.
big that we couldn't see it. It was like,
Right.
all right, like
And if I find the intersection, look at that, 1056.
okay.
Perfect, the intersection point. And so, if I go to here, I can quickly go, here's y is equal to 56. Here's my line, and my point is 10 comma 56. And p is equal to 10 pi's.
Very nice.
And I'm going to ignore the table for this one and call it a day.
Okay.
Super, good work. Good luck, everyone.